Hello, I'm Michael van Gerwen. Welcome to Behind the Bar with Paul Starr.
Welcome Behind the Bar with Paul Starr, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. In the PDC, newly crowned World Match Play champion Michael van Gerwen and some of the other top players in World Darts head over to Australia and New Zealand for legs 3, 4 and 5 of this year's World Series. In the BDO, World Champion Scott Mitchell has just been given the Player of the Year award, and happy to say that Scott has agreed to join us for a quick interview. How you doing, Scott?
I'm very well, mate, thank you.
Hey, are you just back from Belgium? Player of the Year. This is great, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is actually. I'm quite honoured, to be fair, to have something that's nominated by the county people and voted on by the county people. And my county didn't actually nominate me, is the nice thing. So, you know, there's nothing underhand going on. So, yeah, I'm obviously very pleased with the amount of BDO players there are out there doing it. So, yeah, very chuffed.
That's fantastic. And the tournament, you made the semi-final, obviously because you're world champion. Are you expecting more than that? Or obviously you've got to be realistic. It's a tough field, isn't it?
Well, I mean, if I'm going to get funny in particular about it, I was the number 3 seed. So if you make the semis, you've made your seeding. So that's kind of where I go from. But, you know, no, I would have loved to have made the final. Belgium is a place I play really well. And unfortunately, that's about my 4th semi-final I've lost at the Belgium Open. So you could say that I don't get a lot of luck there. But at the same time, you know, a semi ain't bad.
No, absolutely not. And of course, if I take you back a few months, I'm sure you spoke about it many times, so that World Championship, of course, up until then, you've had a real tough draws, haven't you? I mean, the first round, second round, you're always playing tough players. And then, hey, this year, in January, it all came right for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought I had the toughest draw of them all, really, with Tony O'Shea first round. You know, it's a little bit different to other things where you know for 8 weeks that you're playing Tony O. So I'm a little bit of an anorak, and I know what Tony O does, and I played him on a couple of his games on YouTube and stuff like that before I went. Yeah, you know, but I think it's quite ironic that Martin Adams also played Jan Dekker, which was a tough draw, and I think it set us both up for a good week, really.
I mean, because obviously that was a tough game against Tony. It went to the deciding leg, didn't it? And then of course all the way through to the final. And then there's one or two, well, more than one or two, but a couple of points that really stand out. I mean, when Martin come back with that 180 and a 91 to go 6 sets all, obviously a year or two before, do you think you would have won that match to come back how you did in that final set with the great 158 check and things?
A year or two before, I probably wouldn't have got the 6 sets, to be fair. I think your whole family are there. It's a different thing. You know, when you're at 6 all, Martin had started to turn the tide, and he had a great leg after that at 6-6 to start off. He won the bull up, so he had the start on that last set. So everything was sort of swinging towards his favour. Yes. Until I came up with a 140 and a 158, probably the best 6 darts I've ever thrown in my life.
Well, yeah, very much. And when I know you obviously you threw for the match, you'd missed a match at dart, but that 180 to start the final leg, you can't ask for more than that, can you?
If you could pick any time, at any point in your life where you're allowed to be given 180, I would definitely have chosen that moment without doubt.
Yeah, it makes all the difference, doesn't it? I mean, if you started off with 60, 40, 180, or even 85, straight away the pressure's on you. He's going to come back with a 140 probably, and then the pressure's back on, isn't it?
To be fair, I remember now what I was thinking in my head. I was thinking, start with a ton.
Yeah.
That was it. It was start with a ton, steady ton. Let's make him have to do something.
Yeah, what a bonus. That's fantastic. And of course, since then, well, of course, it gets you into the Grand Slam of Darts in November. That's something to look forward to.
Oh, very much so. I mean, obviously, I watch the darts. I've always been a darts fan before I was ever a player. So. And probably being a darts fan, maybe a player, so I owe a lot to that. So I am honoured, and I am, you know, grateful for the invitation to the Grand Slam. It's such a great event, with both codes being involved, and for myself to be in particular to be involved. Yeah, it's stuff the dreams are made of, really.
Brilliant. And I know, as far as your darts go, obviously you're sponsored by Red Dragon. Are you one to tinker with your darts, your setup at all, Scott?
I haven't actually. I mean, the set of darts that got me to Lakeside 6 years ago were the set that I used since I was 17 or 16 years old. Right. And they didn't actually belong to me. They were my best friends, who was the best man at my wedding. And he got given them by this old gardener guy in this little pub in our village where we used to play. And he said, we'd like these darts to continue playing league darts. He already had a set of Alan Glazier Ton machines, and I was on a brass set. Really? So I borrowed them off him that night, and I never gave them back. No, and well, they've done well for you, haven't they? Oh. Yeah. So Red Dragon basically replicated that, and that's what I use now. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. So what does the rest of the year entail for you, Scott? Obviously, before we know it, you'll be defending that trophy. Yeah, obviously that's probably going to be the most nervous game of my life, going back and being the first guy out there. Yeah. Having been the last guy the year before, so you know, I am really looking forward to that. And I've got a few tournaments, obviously, and a few exciting things coming up between now and then, which some confirmed, some not confirmed, so I can't really mention too much. But so far, the year has been an amazing year that I never dreamt that I would ever have. Even after becoming champion, some of the stuff that I've been doing, it's been great. So I look forward to the next 5 months before going back to Lakeside, and hopefully it's as enjoyable as the first 7. Yeah, very much. And of course, do you still work on the farm at all down there in Dorset? Do you have a? Yes, mate. Yeah. My dad's got a little small tenant farm. So who I bought the tractor. I did buy him the tractor. So he's happy. He's got his new tractor. It saves him about 2 hours a day. And I have my own little sort of landscape maintenance type company, which I do a few things now. And so I'm sort of toying the farmer, and then a few landscape jobs, and then obviously the darts as well. So it's a busy time. It is a busy time. Well, I'll tell you what, Scott, thank you so much. I know you've obviously just rushed back from Belgium and agreed to join us here on TungstenTales. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you soon, and best of luck for the rest of the year. Well, indeed, no problem, and I look forward to seeing everybody else with that trophy. Yes, that's what we like. I'm going around for the next 5 months before I try to retain it. Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Scott. Thanks for your time, mate. No problem. Well, it's great to catch up with the BDO World Champion Scotty Dog Scott Mitchell. As we mentioned earlier on, Michael Van Geuren is now the World Match Play Champion, taking his ranking prize money to well over the £1 million mark. And if we quickly mention the order of merit now, Michael, of course, he's #1. Gary Anderson is now the world's #2, which means Phil Taylor, #3. I haven't said that for a long time. #4, Peter Wright. #5, Lewis. 6, Wade. 7, Chizzy. 8, Thornton. 9, Ian White. And 10, Simon Whitlock, and a couple of other players to mention. Michael Smith, he's now 13. Barney, 16. And of course, Stephen Bunton, he's rising, he's #19. Well, thanks for joining us on TungstenTales, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and follow us on Twitter. And join us next week on More Behind the Bar, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. We'll see you then.